Welcome back, traders. Today we are actually just going to be going over how to backtest a strategy. Basically, how to backtest a Renko strategy in a way that you're able to make a strategy of your own that's not mine. So, um, first things first, you're going to need your idea. So your strategy is going to need a couple of variables, right? So my idea is brick flip basically and equals sell slash buy. So that's the variable that gets me into the market. The variable that gets me out of the market, you can just obviously test whatever brick size, pardon me, whatever stop loss size you want. So for this one, I'm going with a 90, and then this one I'm going with a TP of 60 pips. I know it's a negative R to R, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just need a bigger stop loss than your actual TP, just so it gives you a little bit, one, more breathing room, and two, it does help with the accuracy, because if I were to go 60 for 60, I could have different results. And plus, this is a swing trading strategy that I'm doing. So yeah, I already back tested just a couple. I'm 4 for 1, but since you want to start backtesting your variable, and my apologies if this becomes a long video, I try to keep all my videos under 15 minutes, so I'll keep that in mind. So let's get right to it. Okay, so I'm testing my variable of what gets me into the market. I already tested this one. This one was a extremely long close. It closed a lot of bricks, but this was due to news. So let's get right to the next one. I am backtesting. And when you're backtesting, make sure that you're starting on the brick. Like for example, I'm doing a brick flip, so do it on when it actually closes. You can see that all of these bricks were at 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to backtest here when the close price was here. I need to backtest here, not here, right? So just want to keep that in mind when you're backtesting. Just pay attention to the times. I'll show you an example of one that is not like that. Like this one, for example. This one is only at June 26, 14 o'clock. This one is at June 27, 6 o'clock. So that tells me that only one brick closed. So when you're back testing, just pay attention to how many bricks actually close, so you're being fair. So continuing. So yeah, this one closed all the way down to here. So after you do your variable, I did my variable of entry, which is it went from here to here. It did a brick flip. And then my stop loss is 90, so I go 9. I already know what that is. That's going to be 3 bricks. Whoops. It's going to be 3 bricks. And now this is where you backtest. My TP is 60 pips. That's going to be 2 bricks. And then you're going to go to the candle chart to actually see how this trade played out. So then you're going to go to the timestamp of the time candle. So June 14th at 10 o'clock is where I'm going to go. Once again, June 14th, 10 o'clock. All right, so June 14th, 10 o'clock, and this is exactly what I mean, be fair, because this brick did close below the actual, close price of that brick. So what I would have had done is just set a pending order right here. Obviously, it did hit this order, and then obviously it smashed TP because it didn't touch my red line, but it touched my blue line, and that is then considered a winner. So then you just swap back. I'm only going to do 2-3 examples because I don't want to make this video long. It's really simple how to backtest. And then what I do to signify my losers to my winners is I basically then go arrow, and then I just put a blue arrow signifying that it is a winner. Let's go. I'm gonna do this example and this example, and then I'm gonna call it done because I think at that point you'll have how to backtest Renko. So for example, this one closed 3 bricks all at 20 o'clock. So that tells me that it closed all three at the same time. So my entry is going to have to be at the very top, and then I'm going to do my stop loss of 90 of 3 bricks, and then I'm going to go to the location of that candle, and then I have my TP here. So that's going to be June 14th, 2 o'clock. All right, so here it is. So June 14th, 2 o'clock was this candle. So it closed a little bit above entry. I would have waited. I would have got my entry. It went only 35 pips, but it then hit my stop loss. So this is considered, therefore, a loser, right? So I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to keep going, and then I'll do one more. And I think at that point you'll have the understanding of how to do it. So this one closed all the way, multiple bricks all at one time at 6 o'clock, because you can see all that was the same day and the same time, and you can tell that this brick closed at 10, this one closed at 6, so that tells me that this was the brick flip that it did. And then we're going to do stop loss, TP, and then we go to the location June 13th at 6 o'clock. Alright, so it's right here, June 13th at 6 o'clock. The close price, and how you can see where this candle actually opened, like the opening price, is you go to this little tool right here. It's called the data window. It tells you all the information, the high, the low, the open, and the close. So the close of this candle was 19.45. You can see right here it closed at 19.45. So once that would have closed, that's my actual entry place. So I entered at 19.45, and then it pretty much did go back to my entry, and then it hit my TP. Now I wanted to show you something that's a little bit different with this one. Now, sorry, one sec. You can see that this one only closed one brick though. It didn't close two bricks, because a two brick close is an easy way to, like, for me to see that, okay, it went my TP, but that's why you need the back test, the actual candle chart, to see if it did hit your TP. Which it did. It hit my TP, but it just didn't close two bricks. And at the end of the day, I don't care if it closes two bricks. I care if it hits TP, which it did. So that one was obviously a winner. And let's just backtest this one because I want to see. Because sometimes what can happen also is, like, it can close one brick, but it can also hit TP but not close any new bricks, and then reverse. So let's see how this one played out because I'm curious. There. And then we're going to go 2 brick TP. And we're going to go to the location of June 12th, 22. June 12th, 22. And see how that played out. Okay. So June 12th, 22. Let's go to our data window. The close price of this one, remember, look to my box over here, is 19.64, 240. So the close price was about right here. I would have waited, and the tricky part about this one is it had a close price of 19.64, but you can see that it also hit the TP and it also hit the stop loss. So sometimes it can be a little bit harder to backtest when you have a TP and a stop loss hit at the same time. Because I can replay it, but it's not going to replay, minute by minute, hour by hour, because this is a 4-hour chart. It's not going to backtest hour by hour and show me exactly how this candle kind of formed. But at the end of the day, it hit my TP and it also hit my stop loss. So can I say this is a winner? Yes. Can I say this is a loser? Yes. But at the end of the day, when stuff like that happens, I just call it a neutral brick, where it could have hit TP and it could have hit stop loss. Like I said, I showed you that it hit TP and stop loss all on the same candle, so I don't know if it hit TP first or did it hit stop loss first, so on and so on. But that's it, guys. That's basically how I backtest any Renko strategy. Is you need 3 variables. The first variable is going to be why you get into the market. The next variable is going to be the stop loss and your TP. As you change these variables, obviously you can get better or different results. Like for example, like maybe like this loser over here, I could have had a 20 pip TP instead of a 60 pip TP and have this one been considered a winner. So that's why you always want to be changing your variables. It's like a science experiment, and that's why I think Renko's like super fun. Is you can just change your numbers, and it will obviously change your results. Other variables that you can do in Renko would be additional variables would be your time frame and your Renko brick size. So you have about, these are all of your variables. Why you get into the market, where you get out of the market, where you TP and get out of the market, and then obviously your time frame and your Renko brick size. This should be correlated with this. So what I mean by that is you should have the correct time frame for why you're entering. Also, brick size with your brick, with why you're entering. And that's what you can do, is you could just change the variables until you find something, you spot something that works, ideally like this. That's what, 5, 6, 7 trades with one loser. And yeah, it's a negative R to R, but I still would have made, what, 60 times 7, 60 times 7, I already know it's 420, and then minus 90 pips because stop loss. I still would have made 330 pips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and that's not considering this one either, because that's a neutral one, so I can't put that into my quote unquote positive trades or negative trades because I don't know how that candle played out. But other than that, guys, that's just a quick way of how you can backtest and make your own Renko strategy. Maybe that'll be my next video, how I come up with Renko strategies. But if you want to backtest any of my actual strategies that I do post on here, that's how you do it. And that's how I exactly backtest Renko strategies. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions, you can personally message me on Discord. I did close my Discord link due to immaturity. And that's that. But if you have any questions, comment your Discord name. If you want to be part of my group, comment your Discord name, and then I will chat with you and add you. But other than that, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and take care.